20-minute cat nap. What exactly is that? Well, I'm going to tell you what a 20-minute cat nap is and how I apply that into my everyday routines. Stick around! This might be fun. I'm sure just like most of you guys, your day goes back to back. You just got to go through your day and everything's on a time routine and you know where you're going to be at every minute of the day. Well, that's me for you. And some days I have to take what I call a 20-minute cat nap. I call that being very lucky. If I can find 20 minutes in my schedule to take that 20-minute cat nap, then I'm fortunate. Because not all the time I can get one, but today I just got up from one, by the way. I just got up from my 20-minute cat nap. Ran my leaf blower in my driveway in front of my house and my deck. Had to run a carpet, vacuum through the carpet real quick because I had leaves on the floor. And now, after that, I go and edit you all up, and then I got to hit the road. But a 20-minute cat nap. You know, have you ever had the 20-minute cat nap? And why is the 20-minute cat nap so important? God, I still feel like I'm on my 20-minute cat nap. Let's talk about my 20-minute cat nap first, and I'll tell you why it's so important, okay? Of course, this should be obvious to you. When I go take a cat nap, what I do is I like to listen to music, or I like to listen to my Audible on my Amazon device. And on my Audible right now, I have Rhett and Link's Book of Mythicality I listen to. Of course, I only listen to about maybe 30 minutes. Then it takes that long sometimes to get the cat nap going. Then I'm out for 20 minutes. And of course, I miss that 20 minutes of it. But I'm always right up in 20 minutes. Always. Never really more than a minute or 30 seconds after that. Now, why a 20-minute cat nap is so important? It's like restarting your brain. It's the same thing as restarting your computer. That's all it is. You're restarting your computer. And when you actually go to bed at night, you're defragging your brain like you would your computer. So what I did was, in that 20 minutes, I restarted my system. My whole brain, my whole body. It's enough to get me going until approximately 11:30 or 12 tonight. Now, I learned a long time ago, taking any more than 20 minutes is more harmful to me in the long run. Well, especially that day. Have you ever taken a nap, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, only to wake up feeling like, oh my God, I ache. I'm so tired, more tired than what it was before I went to nap. Only feeling like poop. That's because in that hour and a half, well, hour to hour and a half to 2 hours, all you're doing is starting your defrag. Your brain just started to defrag, then in the middle of your defrag, you're having to wake up. So only half of your brain is getting defragged. Only half your body's getting defragged, so you wake up in the middle of the process. Of course you ain't gonna have all your files in order. Of course you ain't gonna have all your brain in order. And definitely not your muscles. But a 20-minute cat nap is enough to rejuvenate you. It's almost like that cup of coffee. In my case, it's tea. Now, sometimes I don't get a chance to get my 20-minute cat nap, and that's when my second cup of tea plays in, you know? Of course, of the evening time, my second cup of tea only gives me at the most, if I'm lucky, an hour and a half. Yeah, unlike the morning time, I could drink my cup of tea at 6 a.m. and have energy all the way up to 2 p.m. At nighttime, no, it only lasts about an hour and a half. So if I can get that 20-minute cat nap, you bet your butt I'm taking it. But not all the time I can shut my brain down to do it, though. Sometimes I get to sit in my chair, and that's where I take my cat nap, and I lay my head off to the side, and my brain just goes, boom! And I don't always get one, because I overthink. Yeah. Today I got my 20-minute cat nap in, guys. So once I get you all wetted up, I head out the door to go do what I gotta do. Then I go back out again tonight to pick my son up from work. And then I finally get to come home, and then I get dishes done. Then I could go nighty-night and do it all over again tomorrow. So that 20-minute cat nap is vital. totally vital. Leave me comments down there. Tell me, do you take naps? And if you do take naps, how long are they? And do you feel that the way I feel? A smaller nap is actually more rejuvenating for your body and your mind than the longer naps are. Or it's just my way of thinking. Because if I take any longer than 30 minutes, I feel like poop. I truly do. Because I think my brain goes into its full defrag. At least this way I'm restarting my system. Now it should be just enough. Maybe, and sometimes I do drink that second cup of tea as well, just to help out a little bit. But it should be just good enough to get me to 11:30 or midnight tonight. Probably midnight. So I got to stay up for my daughter to get home. Alright, real quick before I decide to end this video. Have you guys noticed my thumbnails are a little different? I haven't been adding a lot to them. The reason being, I was doing a test to see if the thumbnails actually brings people to my videos. I was doing a slight little test because a long time ago I got it in my head that the thumbnail is what directs the people as well. Well, guess what? It isn't. My thumbnail could pretty much, I'm not going to ever make it clickbait, but I don't think people really care so much of the thumbnail as they do the title of the video. I'm titling this video 20-minute cat nap. Personally myself, if I'm out there, I will watch a video named that just to find out what it means. Just to find out what the heck. Of course, if you're new to my channel and you just clicked on it, and you clicked on because it said 20-minute cat nap, and then you wonder why the hell you listen to a middle-aged man with a long white goatee talk about cat naps. Well, welcome aboard. That's me for you. Yeah, I talk about silly stuff like that all the time. But guys, until next time, come on. Let's get out of here. I gotta get my doggy up here. That's never an easy chore. I tell you guys that a lot, don't I? See you tomorrow.